Hello, I am Blaze, and welcome back to Destiny 2, where that stupid, time-gated murder mystery quest to track down Master Ive's killer is finally finished, and the Thunderlord is in the hands of the player base. Finishing off the quest involves going to Old Russia, I assume somewhere in northern Siberia, judging by the constant snow and cold temperatures, but I could be wrong, and entering the Cosmodrome to go tear a fallen boss apart. It's quite nice that they reintroduce a weapon class from Destiny 1 with a short romp through an area from Destiny 1, but the first Destiny was a first-person shooter that wasn't on PC, so I never cared or played. I'm sure this quest finale will have a lot more weight to long-time Destiny players that aren't me. But I digress. At the end, you're given Ive's final engram, and that gets decrypted into the Thunderlord, the first machine gun available in Destiny 2. And as I said, a returning favourite from the original. Its stats are all quite high, which is fitting for something that takes up your power weapon slot, though you do need to watch out for its recoil because it kicks around a lot and has a pretty unpredictable pattern. Definitely more of a close to mid-range choice. It would benefit being supplemented by something that can deal with distant targets in your other weapon slots. Also, for the love of the Traveler, do not hip-fire it, because its cone of fire when not aiming down sights is almost as wide as a shotgun. Its headline perk is Rain Havoc. Any kill with Thunderlord will cause a bolt of lightning to strike the deceased target, causing an area of effect damage around where the bolt lands. This can chain into even more bolts of lightning if this effect kills surrounding enemies, and you can end up with a really insane chain of lightning kills as a result. It's more or less the arc equivalent of Sunshot's effect. Polygonal rifling is kind of a whatever in this case, since you can't exactly choose a different barrel perk. Armor-piercing rounds is present to let Thunderlord shred through enemy shields even faster than it would otherwise, and allows your shots to over-penetrate targets to hit an additional enemy behind where you were aiming at. It doesn't often come up, but it is situationally fantastic. Lightning rounds is another unique perk. Thunderlord's rate of fire will increase incrementally as long as you don't let go of the trigger, and continuous damage to a single target will call down yet more lightning strikes for additional area of effect damage. This is mostly here to let Thunderlord do better against single boss targets, and it does a good enough job. Sort of. Finally, there is Feeding Frenzy, yet another unique perk, causing kills with the weapon to increase its reload speed for a while. This is an upgraded Outlaw perk essentially, since it works on all kills, not just precision kills. In use, the Thunderlord does a lot of damage per shot, which is good because it's a heavy weapon and uses that precious purple power ammunition. A single headshot will kill or almost kill most of the minor rank and file enemies, which gives it some serious crowd clearing potential between its quite substantial magazine capacity, reserve ammo pool, and lightning bolt effects. Thunderlord's also similarly able to chew through major enemy spawns, so this is a power weapon that can be used to clear crowds. It suffers a bit against boss targets. I'd personally rather use Sleeper Simulant or Whisper of the Worm in those cases, but it is still able to put in some good work, especially if you or a teammate can automatically fill your magazine without having to reload, allowing for some pretty crazy damage per second numbers. And again, focusing on a single target also calls down lightning without having to actually get a kill. A good trick is to shoot smaller enemies surrounding a larger target. All of the lightning bolt effects called in on the enemy deaths will result in stacking up a lot of damage to your bigger dude as well. Thunderlord is definitely a lot of fun in PvE gameplay, and as long as you have the ammo, you can combine it with the heavy lifting perk on some armor pieces, so all of those heavy weapon kills you'll be getting will also give you a crapload of super energy. Again, it might not be so good for boss fights, but I would hardly call it a bad choice even then. In PvP, the Thunderlord is utterly disgusting. Bear in mind, I am very bad at PvP, but I have gone on some pretty crazy streaks when the opportunity presented itself. In Gambit matches, you can ruin groups of enemies if you're lucky with heavy ammo drops, but for the most part you'll want to save the ammo for invasions, where it will absolutely excel as long as you don't get outranged by a sniper. It'll take other players down with alarming speed, and if a player is anywhere near you and are out of cover, you'll have them dead to rights. This goes for both taking out an enemy invader to protect your own mote collection, and for ruining an enemy team's day. I had one particular game where I must have cost the enemy team a good 40 or 50 motes in a single round, and I felt dirty. Crucible is a somewhat dicier affair, since heavy ammo is limited to a single pickup in the entire arena that runs on a set timer, so either you grab that heavy ammo or your Thunderlord will be sitting in your inventory cold and hungry. Generally what'll happen is that either the enemy team will get the heavy ammo first and wreck your face, or a teammate other than you will get it before you can, then proceed to rush into the enemy, die and drop said heavy ammo right into their hands, god damn it. But if you do learn the timing and location of the heavy ammo, and you really should, it's kind of important, You have at least 3 or 4 nearly guaranteed kills in most cases, maybe even more if your aim is better than mine is. Again, just like in Gambit, you'll need to watch out for extreme range specialists. Snipers will take you out before you can get them, and shotgunners will one-shot you if they get close enough. But in between those two extremes is the Thunderlord's playground of electric death, and it is very good at its game. In most cases, I'd say the Thunderlord is worth your exotic weapon slot. It does a lot of things very well, it has the highest ammo pool of all heavy weapons by several miles, and in my opinion, it's just plain fun. Well, fun for you, not so much the poor sods on the receiving end, but then again, competitive balance in Destiny 2 is something of a pipe dream anyway. Crucible is all mostly a contest to see who can use their broken nonsense the best. Still, I highly recommend picking up and trying the Thunderlord. Thank you for watching my opinions on the Thunderlord. All comments are appreciated, and I hope to see you around next time. For other content, feel free to give a click over to some of my other videos, and regardless, as always, take care.